Most people think honey belongs in tea or on toast. But if you're a man over 60, there's a specific way to use honey that can genuinely transform how your blood flows, how your energy feels, and yes, how you show up in intimate moments. And here's the thing. Almost every man I've worked with over the past 12 years has been using honey completely wrong. Not just missing the benefits, but actually blocking the very process that makes honey powerful for circulation. So stay with me because in the next few minutes, I'm going to share the exact method, the science behind it, and the common mistake that stops it from working. After this, you'll never think about honey the same way again. But first, let me ask you something. Where are you watching from today? Drop your location in the comments. I love knowing where this community reaches. Here's what surprised me when I first started researching this. When you use honey strategically, not as a sweetener, but as what I call a circulatory activator, it can start improving blood flow in less than 30 minutes. That means warmer hands and feet, better sustained energy, and stronger, more reliable performance when it matters most. But timing and combination are everything because if you take honey at the wrong time or mix it with the wrong foods, your body converts that natural power into stored sugar instead of fuel for blood flow. I'll show you exactly what to pair it with and when, but first let's get honest about something. If you've noticed your energy isn't what it used to be, if you get winded more easily, if intimacy feels like effort instead of connection, you're not alone. Every man over 60 experiences some decline in circulation. The difference between men who bounce back and men who quietly accept it is whether they know how to restore that inner flow naturally and consistently. And here's the good news. You don't need expensive supplements for this. You just need to understand how to wake up your body's own nitric oxide pathways. And honey, when used correctly, is one of the simplest ways to do exactly that. I'm Dr. Narita, and I've spent the last 12 years helping men restore their vitality using evidence-based natural approaches. And what I've seen repeatedly is that small, consistent changes create remarkable transformations. One of my patients, let's call him Marcus, came to me at 67 after months of fatigue and low confidence. He told me something I'll never forget. He said, "Doctor, I feel like I'm fading." His wife had noticed, too. We started with a few simple adjustments. One of them was this honey circulation routine I'm about to share with you. Within 2 weeks, his mornings felt easier. He wasn't dragging himself out of bed anymore. After 3 weeks, his blood pressure stabilized. By week 4, he said something that made me smile. He told me I didn't think I'd ever feel 40 again, but here I am. Now, I'm not saying honey alone transformed his life, but when combined with the right timing and a small daily habit, it jump-started his circulation in a way he hadn't felt in years. If you're finding this helpful so far, take a second and hit that like button. It helps more men discover this information. So, let's talk about what's actually happening inside your body. When you hit your 50s and 60s, your blood vessels naturally start losing flexibility. That means less blood flow to your brain, your heart, and yes, your intimate areas. When that happens, energy, confidence, and stamina all decline together. But honey contains natural compounds that help counteract this. It's rich in flavonoids and antioxidants that trigger nitric oxide. This is the same molecule your body needs to relax and open up your blood vessels. Think of nitric oxide as nature's flow switch. When it's turned on, blood moves freely. When it's off, everything slows down. Circulation, energy, even desire. The secret is activating that switch consistently. And here's where most men go wrong. They take honey at the wrong time of day, often mixed with bread, cereal, or processed foods. That combination spikes insulin, shuts off nitric oxide production, and turns the honey into stored sugar instead of energy. The right way is to take a teaspoon of raw, unprocessed honey on an empty stomach, ideally 20 minutes before breakfast, and combine it with 1 pinch of cinnamon or ginger. Those 2 spices multiply honey's circulation effects because they naturally warm the body and enhance blood flow. That's it. 1 teaspoon, 1 pinch every morning before breakfast. And yes, timing matters more than most people realize. In the early morning, your body's insulin sensitivity and nitric oxide levels are at their lowest, giving it that natural boost before food. Gives your arteries what they need to wake up before the rest of your body starts demanding energy. Now, you might be wondering, does that small change really make a difference? Absolutely. Research published in the Journal of Medicinal Food that men who took a small daily dose of honey saw up to a 20% improvement in vascular function within 4 weeks. Another study from 2018 found that polyphenols in honey helped reduce oxidative stress, one of the main causes of blood vessel stiffness in aging men. But here's what the studies don't tell you. It's not just about blood flow. When your circulation improves, your energy improves, your metabolism resets, your confidence returns, and that creates a ripple effect. Better mood, better focus, better connection. I've seen it happen hundreds of times. Another patient, James, came to me at 71, feeling defeated, said his hands and feet were always cold and his energy just wasn't there anymore. We ran his circulation tests, and his nitric oxide levels were nearly half of what they should have been. I put him on the same honey routine, adjusted his evening meals, asked him to take short 10-minute walks after breakfast. Within 10 days, his energy improved. Within 3 weeks, his hands felt warm again. After 6 weeks, his wife called my office to tell me he's back to being himself. That's what circulation does. It brings back life. Literally. Now here's one important detail most people miss. Honey only works this way when it's raw and unprocessed. The clear, factory-made honey you find in most supermarkets is often heated, filtered, and stripped of the very enzymes that trigger nitric oxide. What you want is raw, dark honey, something that still has that slightly grainy texture. That's the kind with its natural medicinal compounds intact. Let me tell you about one more addition that amplifies this effect even more, and it's probably sitting in your kitchen right now. Lemon. Fresh lemon juice. When you combine honey with lemon and take it before breakfast, you create what I call the circulation trigger blend. The vitamin C from lemon helps your blood vessels produce more nitric oxide, while the honey delivers antioxidants that protect that nitric oxide from breaking down. It's like sending the right support into your system and giving it protection. One without the other doesn't work nearly as well, but together, they create something powerful. Here's the simple morning protocol I teach. When you wake up, mix 1 teaspoon of raw honey, the juice of half a lemon, and a pinch of cinnamon or ginger in warm, not hot water. Stir well. Drink it slowly, ideally within 10 minutes of waking. That's it. You don't need supplements, fancy powders, or expensive tonics. Just the small, consistent ritual. Within 7 to 10 days, your blood flow starts improving. Within 3 to 4 weeks, your endurance and energy begin to rise. And after 6 weeks, many men report something deeper, a sense of vitality returning. Now, let me leave you with a few practical tips to make this work even better. Always use raw honey. Avoid anything labeled blended or pasteurized. Drink the honey-lemon mix before breakfast, not after meals. Stay hydrated because dehydration thickens your blood and slows circulation. Keep your legs moving. Even seated stretches or calf raises help keep your blood vessels responsive. And prioritize sleep. Your body restores nitric oxide production during rest. These small steps build on each other, and before you know it, you start noticing changes that go beyond energy, like sharper focus, more consistent stamina, and a sense that you're not aging badly. You've just been missing the signals your body has been trying to send you. Here's the truth most men never hear. You don't lose vitality because of age. You lose it because your body stops getting what it needs to function optimally. And you can fix that not with drastic measures, but with consistent nourishment. So start tomorrow morning, 1 teaspoon of raw honey, juice of half a lemon, a pinch of cinnamon or ginger, warm water, slow sips. Give it 1 week. Pay attention to how your body feels. Because the moment you start feeling the difference, the moment your energy starts returning, you'll realize something I've seen in hundreds of men before you. You still have so much life left to live, and your body wants to help you do it. If you found this helpful, Subscribe now. I release new science-backed videos every week, all designed to help men over 60 restore vitality, energy, and confidence naturally. And if you're thinking it's too late for you, I want to tell you something as your doctor and your friend. It's not. Your body is remarkably capable of recovery, no matter your age. It just needs the right signals. And you can start giving those signals today. Give your circulation a second chance. Start simple. Stay consistent. And let your body remind you what it feels like to be truly alive again. I'm Dr. Narita. Thank you for watching.